Hey, Speedwinghere here. So we're going to be doing a Fire Emblem Engage Maddening Ironman. So I've done a couple of these off stream and I was having a lot of fun and I thought, why not just do a stream of it on the channel? So that's what we're going to do. Right, let me just make sure this is all right. So we're going to go with female Alear rather than male Alear. Because male Alear looks a bit silly, I think. Hello, Slimes. I thought you didn't like Engage, mate. What are you doing here? I'll use Unaka just for you. Right. Birthday doesn't really matter. Maddening, classic, random, unconnected. I always meant to get the online, but then it seems like the online features are kind of stupid. So I never bothered. So we're just going to be skipping pretty much everything. It's a simple way to make Engage from a 5 out of 10 into an 8 out of 10. Just anytime they open their mouths, just press this little funny button right here.
Move in. I've got this.
So we'll just skim through this.
He's within reach.
Do you know you can actually lose on this prologue if you don't engage when it asks you to? Here for the riveting storytelling. I mean, I might watch some of the funnier cutscenes, like Tamara meme song. Meat, meat, meat. But for the majority of it, we're just gonna skip. So yeah, this is the part. If you don't engage here, you just die. Which is kind of funny.
The time has come.
The time has come to skip. Hello. You can also just end turn. Yeah, I guess that does the same thing, yeah.
Prayers are with you.
Man, Lodestar Rush looks so cool. I mean, people always say, oh, I wish Fire Emblem would go back to like the kind of crazy animations from the GBA. And I think Engage sort of did that. But the art style kind of lets it down, I guess, for many people. Oh, look at that. We've already beaten a chapter. I'm a master. I'm going to talk a little bit about the units as they come. So we'll have a quick look at Alear and Vander. We'll do slot 10. That'll be easy to remember. Right, we're going to be skipping a lot here. I do like that you can skip while it's loading as well, which is quite nice. So, Maddening Ironman. I've done a few of these, and I've gotten to chapter 17, 18, and 19. So I clearly have a problem with that part of the game. Okay, let's quickly talk about these units, shall we? So we have Alear. She is the Lord. She is not Byleth or Robin tier. She is pretty good, though. I'd kind of say she's a bit similar to Corrin, maybe? Her personal is amazing. You can kind of go two ways with Alear. You can either go for damage or you can go for utility. And I think seeing as this is an Iron Man, we'll go for utility with her. But yeah, she's very solid. Very low bases, but she gets a lot of levels. And then there's Vander. Vander. He's this game's Jagan, and he is not very good, sadly. He has pretty low bases for a Jagan, terrible growths, and a really high internal level. So he just won't really do anything if you use him, but he's useful for the start of the game. And his personal is crit +5, which is, it's not very good on a Jagan because it means that sometimes he will crit when you don't want him to, like when he's trying to set up a kill or something. However, what's quite nice here is he does perfect damage for Alear to then finish them off. So what we're going to do in these early chapters is just try to give Alear as much experience as possible. First true Jagan in a while, I guess. Yeah. I mean, he's similar to FE6 Marcus, maybe, but FE6 Marcus lasts longer than him. Vander Roy building coming. You can... I'm just going to skip the green units. You can use Vander. Like, Mage Knight Vander with 11 sword does kind of go sort of hard, but I think that's more the Levin sword than Vander, really. Okay. So we're just going to keep chipping with Vander, killing with
These
Alir.
enemies are anything.
Now, Alir can actually die here. I've had it happen before, if they all hit her. But luckily she dodged. I gotta try not to just skip all the combats, because I will do that by reflex. Bune Swordmaster is definitely the way to go. Is it, though? Is it? I mean, you could give him sword power, but then, like, you could give any unit sword power. I haven't really played around with Bune enough, though. I'm sure you can make Bune good if you really want to. You can make every unit good in this game. Clan, Clan, Clan. We'll take a look at Clan and Fram in the next chapter. Royal Knight Fram is the true way. That's probably actually pretty decent. I mean, I don't like Royal Knight as a class, but if you're going to use her for utility, it's a way to do that. I think Bune wants Ike a lot. Yeah, I could see that. But then so many units want Ike a lot. Like any of your kind of... I think Ike actually works better on middling defensive characters rather than like full defense characters. Okay, so here we go. You can get a full level for Alir in this chapter if you do it right, which would be very nice. Now we're going to move Vander up here, because when Alir gets teleported, you can actually bait that guy to come up and give the XP to her as well, which should be very nice. It's fine, she gets healed when she gets teleported. His real build probably involves some kind of Celica favorite food spamming. I mean, yeah, I've not played around with that at all. I could see that being okay, but it's so niche. One chapter early, Benu would have been much better.
No,
would he? I mean, maybe.
Strength can be yours.
If he came with exactly the same bases and everything, perhaps. I mean, he's not very usable in that chapter because of the sand. Yes, Alir, emblem engaged. The funny thing is, it's actually better not to engage with her here so she gets more chip XP. Which is what we're gonna do. Now, she could die here, which is kind of funny, because if they all hit her, 888, she is dead. Flame Lance and Brave Lance makes her a funny mix attacker. I mean, Flame Lance is terrible. I want Flame... Oh, wait, she actually got hit. She could die here. Oh, it could be over already. It could be over already. I was babbling about the Flame Lance and I missed it. 19%. Thanks, Engage. Okay, don't get hit by both of these now. Okay, good. I did it with Lucina in Favorite Food, and it was a lot better because he was then able to Favorite Food build for the end game. Yeah, it's something I've been meaning to try out, but I've just not gotten around to. So yeah, if that other guy had hit her, she dies. That's so funny.
Stay strong.
I guess we just vulnerate here. Because we still don't want to engage, because more chip XP. That guy's not in range of Vander, is he? No. Good. Oh, she doesn't one round? Oh, I thought she did. Does she not get that piercing defense skill, or is that only on player phase? Okay, perfect. And now we can engage. I mean, I think you get more Bond XP when you're engaged. I could be wrong. But we may as well.
Cannot afford to
Okay,
lose.
first level up. Please, let's get strength for Lear. Please, 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 please. Build! Okay, Dex, speed, res, luck, build. We will take speed and build. That's fine. That is more than fine, honestly. That's very good, actually. Build on the first level up. We'll take it. Okay, and then we'll just Lodestar Rush. Again, I don't know, does this give more Bond XP? I've not ever looked into it. Lear lifts. Oh, she does the workouts, which we're not going to be doing. I don't care if it gives you stats. It's too boring.
To fight again.
Nice. Okay, well that actually went pretty well. I think we got the maximum amount of XP Alear can get. Because that's the thing about Alear. She comes in at level 1, and then the rest of the units come in like level 4 or 5. So you actually do want to catch her up a bit. Nice. Okay, skip, skip, skip. No peak fiction today. No, Lumera. I don't care about the 5 seconds of character growth you get before you die. Okay, let's get the Divine Nuts. This cracked me up so much the first time I played.
Let's head to the castle. Climb on my back.
The push-ups aren't... I know, yeah, 2 extra points of strength is actually pretty decent. If we somehow skill issue a bunch of characters, I might do it early. But, I try not to get in the habit of doing it, because then you kind of feel like compelled to do it every time. And, you know, if you're not having fun, what's the point? Okay, this chapter. If units die in this chapter, it doesn't actually count, which is kind of nice, because you can bait deaths at the end to make sure Alear gets as many of the kills as possible, which we might do, honestly, because if Fram dies, it doesn't matter, she comes back next chapter. Oh yeah, I should have a little look at Clan and Fram. Why not? Okay, Clan. He is a mage knight, so he has a strength growth and a middling magic growth. He's okay. He's not bad. He's very, very fast. Mostly because Clan and Vander can crit. Yeah, and that does happen a lot. But yeah, Clan is actually pretty decent, but he requires a lot of investment. He's a good potential person to raise with Micaiah, like get all the Micaiah XP for if you really want to use him. His personal is hit plus 10, but it's only with Alear. If this was with everyone, he would be very good, but sadly it is only Alear. But yeah, Clan's okay. We probably won't be using him. I think we're going to try and use Celine. I don't like Celine, but lots of people do, so I'm going to try again to use her. Oh yeah, and Fram. Fram's awesome. Fram is really good. She's one of the most annoying characters in the game, but in terms of like a unit, she's very useful. Key Adept is broken for chain guarding. She's not very good at combat, but you don't need her to be. Staff utility. Her personal is avoid plus 10 to her and Alear, which is actually really good because I recently found out that Fram C support gives 15 avoid. So if you have C support with Fram and Alear and Fram standing next to him, that's 25% avoid, which is considerable. Like, that's actually really good.
I am your
So yeah, we'll be using Fram for sure. My strat for Clan is not using him until Micaiah, then Axe Fighter Wyvern. Yes, you can do that, yeah. He's one of the few units that you can reclass without promoting first. If the Divine Dragon looks at you, you get dodgy. The Divine Dragon looked at me. I think it's funny. I did a small video about this recently. I think Fram would be much better of a character if she appeared later. It's because of her being like the first impression of what the characters are going to be like. Really lets her down, sadly. But as far as joke characters go, I think she's fine. Oof. I mean, archers really don't mess around in Engage. They're pretty strong. Other than Etier, of course.
For the divine
So how can we do this to give Alear? That looks pretty good to me. I never hated Fram being a simp. She's just too funny, and her English voice actress makes things even better. I like Fram. I think Fram's fine, but I can totally understand why so many people are put off by her. Like, I really get it. She has pretty good utility that's unmatched for a portion of the game, then she falls off but can still work. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The Divine Dragon looked at me.
By the nature of staffs, she's always going to be useful with staves and Key Adept, you know.
That helps.
Arguably, Jean might be a strong competition for her if you keep Jean in Martial Monk. I mean, she'll be about level 5 by the time he turns up. However, his growths are like obscene. You might want to use Jean for something else. I don't know if we're going to use Jean though in this run. I kind of want to use Anna, and I feel like you can only really get away with one of them. Right, let's try and chip Lumera down. Oh, you may as well engage here because you lose your engage anyway. And I think everyone gets healed up. I could be wrong though. Thank you, Vander. Old ball and chain Anna. Hey, I'm an Anna fan. I'm not so much of young Anna fan, but just Anna in general, I'm quite a fan of. I want to do Mage Knight Anna as well. Extra difficulty run. But Anna's good. Anna's good. She just requires quite a lot of investment to get going, sadly. Here's my analogy of Fram. I will never use a unit that I can't listen to the voice of. My ears bleed every time Fram talks. Yeah, that's fair, and that's what I'm kind of talking about. Like, she's not for everyone.
All right.
Okay, now we get the scary part. How many of you got jump scared by this on your first playthrough? I think it's very mean of them to not show how far she'll go with Sigurd, considering this is a tutorial chapter. Because, I mean, look, if you hover on her threat range, it's this, but then it's actually like here or something. It's like here, maybe. It's pretty spooky, especially if you've not been paying attention and realized that characters can't die. Okay. The big override was quite spooky. It was cool. It's a cool way of showing off, hey, look how busted rings are. Griffin Knight with sword power. I was considering Mage Knight, but that's something else that I was meaning to talk about, is the well. Are we going to use the well or not? I know some people think the well is tanked, but the well is in the base game. It's not DLC. It was added in an update. So, I don't know. If we use the well, we can use meme units a lot more because we can actually build them. Oh, crit. Pointless crit. Alright, we're on our way to another Alir level, which is very nice. And we may as well just get staff XP with Fram. Yeah, the Levin sword is what makes Anna like crazy good. But eventually, you know, very high investment unit. But I think it kind of pays out because of the gold. The difference between using the well and not using the well is leagues in terms of SP and weapon opportunity along with gold. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. Like, who cares? Use it? That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I probably will, just because I think it's a little... It can play around more. You know, if you don't use the well, it just turns into, oh, look at my Kagetsu go. If you use the well, you can kind of play around with some of the units that might not be able to be used properly otherwise. I don't know. Depends. Yeah, well, as an update, you don't spend money. Yeah, exactly. If you went and bought Engage today and just loaded it up onto your Switch, it would have the well in it. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that level. We didn't get strength again. We did get magic though. 11 sword Alir. Here we go. Okay, looks okay to me. I guess he's just gonna hit Fram. Fram is annoying, motherfuckers, when I show them how to switch to the Japanese dub. Is she better in the Japanese dub? Fixed or random growths? This is random growths. I wouldn't play on fixed. I think random's just more fun. But each to their own on that one. I mean, been having quite a few debates of that with people lately. I mean, if we put Vander here, Lumera will run in, which I don't know if we want to do that just yet. 32%. Covert units in a bush moment. My goodness. And I don't really want to load Star Rush because we're going to be using that on Lumera. Is it worth the damage bonus to then take a hit? I'm not sure. Probably not. Fixed is better for evaluating units, but random is more fun. Yeah, exactly. If you want to talk objectively about like unit power scalings and stuff, fixed is probably the way to go. But I mean, like, it's Fire Emblem. You know, RNG is a big part of the game, in my humble opinion. We can lure this guy off the bush just to make things a bit easier on ourselves, and then we might also be able to give it to a Lear then. Yeah, that's fine. I see the well as developers realizing that early game units. Yeah, exactly. It was an update for that. It's the same as the when they added the support thing where you can build supports between units, because they realized that other than a Lear, supports build so slow for everyone else. Okay, nice. This actually worked out really well. More delicious XP for a Lear. I'm going to be having to use another vulnerary on Fran here, though, which is a bit of a shame. But you get like 1 million of them at the start of the game, so I guess it's not too bad. Okay, so what I like to do here is to bait one of the calves into a rapier and then have Vander tank Lumera with a chain guard. So we're actually going to have to calc how much she moves. So it is 6 plus 6. It's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, so she can actually go all the way down there. I mean, she might just run into a Lear now. Maybe not, actually, because the bushes will slow her down. Yeah, okay. So we will do this.
Me? Okay.
Chain guard. And then we'll... Oh, I was hoping I could get in that bush there. Oh, I've messed this up already. Actually, maybe not. Although Lumera might not be able to get to Vander now. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, if units die on this chapter, it doesn't actually matter because they come back.
Your teamwork is inspiring.
Oh, got a bit dark all of a sudden. Oh, maybe not have the blinds right on my face.
Come, Sigurd.
Okay, come Sigurd. Yeah, she didn't have enough movement for him. Hopefully this will be okay.
Your enemies will... What a
Because we can't have a Lear die. She doesn't come back. Dodge, maybe? Nice, nice, nice. Well, I'm already having it be scuffed. Wonderful. Would she have died of that hit? No, she would have had 1 health. Never punished. Oh, we'll be seeing a lot of that. I'm a feel the stats enjoyer a lot more than a calculator. Okay, so... I mean, without momentum, she can eat... He can eat Rider's Bane. So we're just going to do this, get more Rapier, why not? We can Lodestar Rush next turn. You just wasted all your RNG luck. She didn't use Override. Can she use Override? I don't think I've ever seen her use Override in this. Feeling the stats is always the way to go. Exactly. Right, Bond 4, that's really good. We want to get 10 as soon as possible, because Mercurius is busted. Alright, and now we may as well just start chipping her down. I usually bait from a spot that she always does Override. Interesting. Is it like Zephyr in chapter, what's it called, where if they're lined up, she'll automatically Override? Because I've never seen her Override on this chapter. Yeah, may as well just Chain Guard for fun. And we will not attack with Vander. I'm lying. Who would do that? Just go and tell lies on the internet? Okay, nice. Oh, and healing Vander's really nice, because I'm the one lying, because I've just remembered. It's not a void that Fram gives, it's hit. She gives 15 hit with a C support. Because what's quite nice is getting a C support between her and Vander super early, because she gives him the 15 hit that he sorely needs. Why did I say avoid earlier? Alright, there we go.
My prayers are with you.
Everybody just lies here. True, true. I do find it funny that anyone can just put out a video like saying something is fact and a lot of people will believe it. I'm a big believer in the like big members of the Fire Emblem community. Like if they just post something that's an opinion of theirs, people will repost it as fact, which is funny. Because you're talking about a personal, yeah. Probably why. Okay, we're well on our way to level 3, which is really good actually. This is going really smoothly in terms of just feeding her all the experience that we can. Super nice. Like Tamara is S tier. Oh, you're talking about the tier list guy? Yeah, he loves Tamara. I'm of very mixed opinions on how good Tamara is. I think she's a meme, honestly. I think proc skills are not reliable, so you shouldn't be rating something really highly when it's a percentage chance of happening. I think she's better than some of the really bad units. She does have good innate bulk to her. The second that you hand her a forged weapon that she's less weighed down by, she is actually okay. But she's not S tier. She's not S tier at all. Tamara's decent, but she's not the greatest. Yeah, exactly. She's a good like filler unit. Assassin Marissa is not the best Sacred Stones unit. Oh my god. What do you mean? She's a cute girl. Of course she's the best unit. She's a cute sword-wielding girl. You know, it's the double whammy. It's like Mia. Mia is absolutely the best unit. It's kind of funny with Mia how bad she is in Path of Radiance, but then she's actually really good in Radiant Dawn. Oh, well, really good. She's decent in Radiant Dawn. Okay, here we go. We get the Scrub Squad. Or maybe we get them on the second turn, yeah. A beam, my beloved. Why couldn't we have had more custom bosses like this? It's kind of weird that you get her twice as well. Like, she doesn't canonically die here, but they don't really say that she ran away or anything. Or Lapis, but you and I have had our quarrels. Hey, I mean, I've actually... The thing with Lapis is Lapis does have incredible base stats. She does have very, very good base stats. It's just her class that's terrible. But I don't think Lapis is like S tier. I just think she's very good because she has very high speed. She has a super high speed growth. And as I've been finding out doing these runs, being doubled is just a complete death sentence. The whole Tamara war is so funny. I won't take any side of it and just enjoy the chaos. Have you seen, like, no offense to the guy, he seems like a lovely guy, but have you seen how hard he's doubling down on it recently? Like, it's just constant community posts about, oh, look at this Tamara one-shotting someone. It is kind of funny. But no drama. This isn't a drama channel. Lapis is the only cute girl with a sword archetype character. I mean, in this game, yeah, other than Alear, I suppose. We may as well engage here, because you can just get it back. What do you mean? After putting 100% of my bonus XP and stat boosters into Mia, she was a good unit in Path of Radiance. See, that's always the problem. And I'm partial to doing this as well, you know, with the whole Lapis thing. I'm like, oh, Lapis is pretty good, but that's because usually I give Lapis tons of XP and Lyn, you know, half the time. It's like, oh, but Lapis is amazing. People are always going to prefer the units that they have, you know, given a lot to. And that's the thing about Fire Emblem. It's very easy to make any unit good. Most of the time. Okay, on our way. Armor Lapis is amazing. Is it though? Is it? Or is it just Armor Knight is quite good early on? Just give X unit Lyn a warrior reclass? Literally my argument for Lapis half the time. As an insta reclassed Wyvern, Lapis has 15 strength and 15 speed. That's a lot better than many pre-IV units. Yeah, that's the point. That's my one Lapis argument, basically, is her base stats are better than most other units that appear at the same time. So if you're reclassing her, she will be better in that reclass than them. Alright, Mr. Alfred. God, I wish Alfred was better. I like Alfred a lot, but he is not. He's not very good. Let's talk about them, shall we? Okay, Alfred. He's a cav that suffers so badly from his build. His whole thing is bodybuilding, and he has 6 build and a base speed of 6. Now, this is just awful. The thing with Alfred is he actually has pretty good growths, but his bases are so low that it takes so long to get going. He's just not really worth it. And his personal is, while it's okay, +2 strength while you wait, he's sort of got the bulk to kind of do that. It falls off really fast. So yeah, Alfred's not really the one. He gets Pavis in his promoted class, which is okay, but again, it's a proc skill. We got Boucheron. Pretty standard axe bro, apart from he doesn't have the standard good strength growth. So I don't like Boucheron much. His personal's okay, but it would be better if it was his chain attacks got bonus damage. That would be more useful, because you don't get chain attacks other than him for a while. And by the time you do, you're probably dropping him. I made Ogier and FE6 good. Problem is he's just the embodiment of a replacement. FE6 is full of that. I think Engage kind of does the opposite, where you start off with the lower units, and then the replacement units are stronger. I don't know which one's better. I used Alfred in my last draft run. Even with being forced to use him a favoritism, I wasn't convinced. Yeah, I've tried. I really have tried with Alfred. I just don't think he's very good at all. And Etier, she is okay. I mean, like, the bows are pretty good in Engage. So she does have pretty good use chipping. You get that early longbow, and she can help with it. Her growths are the lowest in the game, I think, out of everyone, like growth totals. She's similar to Alfred. She has 4 builds despite being a bodybuilder and pretty low speed. What is it? 6. If you really want to, you can spam grind her up and get a glass cannon, but it's not really worth it. And her passive is a complete joke. If she uses a vulnerary, she gets +2 strength for 1 turn. Like, what were they thinking with this? I don't get it at all. If it was +2 strength for the rest of the map, that'd be a lot better. At the end of the day, he ended up similar to Gold Mary with a tiny bit more speed and strength, a bit less defense, but a lot more effort training him. Yeah, exactly. Gold Mary is pretty decent because you can just insta reclass her, and no matter what she is, she will be a bulky version of that unit. Just use Yin, Lin, and Warrior reclass. True, bro, true. Honestly, I've never tried that, and I'm sure it would be great, because that is just the ultimate solution to most units. Hey, it's the archer people compare to that one archer. I mean, if it wasn't for Alcris turning up being like just infinitely better than her immediately, I think Etier would be a little better, maybe. Oh, I don't know if she'd be better, but there'd be more reason to use her. But out of the 3 of them, I'd say Etier is probably the most useful just for the chip damage, in my humble opinion.
We fight for peace.
Alright, so we'll just keep moving up here. Units can die for real now, so I do have to pay some attention, even though it's just the tutorial. To be frank, though, she does have the added benefit of being able to use Silverbow in her reclass. Yeah, that's true. I haven't really touched on weapon proficiencies yet, because there hasn't been a unit that it's super important for, but I'm pretty sure Clan has swords, doesn't he? Which is actually quite nice, because it means you can just put them straight in. But you probably still have Marth around at that point. Wait, no, that's not quite nice, because the first thing you get is Lucina, who gives swords. Never mind. But there are a couple of units where it is actually a decent factor. Okay, sadly Clan can't get this, but whatever. The one unit I will be like really use Lin and reclass the warrior is Fagado. Absolutely. I have slept on Fagado so hard until very recently, because his personal class is dubious Cupido. It's okay with a radiant bow, but I was like, whatever. So I've not really used him much. I used him in one of the runs, and he was unbelievable. We're just going to get broken if we do that, so there's no point. He was unbelievable. The man has very, very good speed growth, which is super nice. Martial Master Fagado. I mean, maybe. I had a really good Master Chloe in the very last run. HP, speed, defense, still no strength. Man, still no strength. I see you're playing Peak. That's right, Creative. I am. Right, and then we'll just leave it at that, I guess. Master Marcher, Chloe, or Riot, we might do it. I had so much fun with it last run, but the sad thing is I got it on chapter 18, and then I lost on chapter 18, so I only got to use it for half a chapter.
Let me at him.
Oh my god, Etier Gaming. Using Etier confirmed. I used Vegado as a Cupido twice, Warrior once. Honestly, I like Cupido more. Yeah, the Radiant Bow is good. It's very, very nice. She'll get broken, but she might dodge.
Fate has brought us here.
I think it's better just to use this while we can.
Cannot afford to lose.
I usually do it as soon as I get Hortensio or Erica. Yeah, Erica. That's what makes it so good, is Erica. Erica Ring is incredible. Or Irica. I always have this problem. Is it Erica? Is it Irica? I don't know. I got the British accent, which probably makes it even worse for pronouncing. Archers are so useful in this game. Yes, they are. But what I find is people reclassed into archers is better than the archers you get, sadly. No, we don't need to just keep feeding Etier kills. We do not need to just keep doing that. I think the games pronounce her like the normal Erica. Interesting. I'm trying to think if... Oh no, they must say her name in this, in like the bond supports, right? The sad thing is I don't really pay attention to the bond supports, so I wouldn't know. Me who doesn't use archers engage? What difficulty do you play on? I mean, I guess like magic users can deal with wyverns, but how do you deal with griffins without bows? No, what am I doing? I'm like, oh, Etier, the urge to meme rising. I mean, Etier might get a level or two while we're using her. If she gets like a build and speed level up, we'll use her. Always maddening. Huh. So how do you deal with Griffin Knights then? Without, you know, just shooting them down. I get some Fram healing XP.
Yeah, kind of you.
I've never met anyone who pronounces it Irica. Well, now you have. I probably say Irica more than I say Erica. Well, Erica's an American name, isn't it? Although then again, I say that as if I know anyone called Irica.
All right.
Okay, so we're just gonna shuffle everyone up here because this can be a little bit spooky if you don't position right. Not really, but like while I'm distracted, just talking away probably. Are you playing on the Switch or your official Nintendo PC? I'm playing on the Switch. However, I will be looking into getting an official Nintendo PC set up because I want to do like reverse recruitment and stuff. I think that'd be really fun. Although, looking at it, Rosado coming in with 4 strength is very interesting, I must say. So I think... Yeah, I think we can just start pulling, it's fine. I was going to chain guard with Fram, but what's the point, really? Maybe get Clan a little closer as well. The existence of an Irica means there must be a Eurica. Maybe. Oh, Vander! Yeah, see, Vander moment. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. XP police. Please help me, XP police. We got an XP thief. The reverse recruitment mod is a bit dubious. Yeah. Well, I think what Engage does is some of the later units have like strange added base stats for them to make more sense. I only know the mercenary Erina. Okay, so how do we want to do this here? I think we want to block off the boss for now and just try and farm harvest XP. Yeah, this is fine. Someone reported a crime of XP. I'm here to investigate. Oh dear. Wait, did he just crit again? Or am I just stupid? Oh, for God's sake. Well, please investigate, please. He's stealing it all. Oh, for goodness sake. Literally gonna fail this run now. I mean, unironically, this early XP is really nice. But, people that are actually good at Fire Emblem have done, like, no Somniel runs, no ring runs, so I can't really complain. Yeah, this is fine. And we can get Fram on in. So yeah, a beam, a beam, a beam. I thought it was just really strange that she comes back as a berserker. Like, why didn't she come back as a general later? Also, it's such a shame that she has a better design than most of the playable units. No, Vander! Vander, please! Why is he attacking? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, now this is actually bad. Like, Vander, please, can you stop? He's desperate to be used. And it's not going to happen.
I have my orders. No one reaches.
She got reclasses, but she didn't have Lyn. Yeah, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The thing is, Vander isn't like Marcus or someone that you can kind of salvage and it's a bit of a meme not to give XP to. Vander actually is XP waste, I'm not gonna lie. We'll probably just kill with Clan. The thing is, killing her ends the chapter, and I would kind of like this archer. So maybe we'll go around with Alir. Build up more support with Fram, so we can get that extra hit from the C support. That'd be really nice to have. She looks like Bargain Bin Android 18. Oh my goodness, she actually kind of does. I never noticed that before. That's funny. I find it very strange how they made Vander into a literal Gunther, the worst kind of Jagan. Yeah, he is a Gunther. He is. But, I mean, Engage is Fates 2, and I will live and die on this hill.
And what do you... I am here to fight.
It's Fates 2 Electric Boogaloo. I mean, Vander Roy just saying, yeah, but, like... Roy is so nice in the fact that he gives unit strength. Do you really want to just try and patch up like a really bad unit? Or do you want to give one of your fast units more strength? I don't know, man. Okay, so Clan can still go there, which is nice. Wait, she's actually blocked off. Oh my goodness. No fun allowed, I guess. We're not even going to be able... The only person that can kill this archer now is Vander, probably. Right, no, there we go. It is Fates without pair up. I'm glad someone said that. Do you know what I think the ring system is? I think the ring system is the latest form of pair up. You're giving a unit another unit which gives it stats and lets it do different things. I mean, Engage, I would say Fire Emblem, if we did like the deep lore, you know, like Legend of Zelda has the triple timelines. It goes Awakening, Fates, Engage, and the 3 different pair ups. I never even thought about this. I know. I thought about it the other day, and it's just the newest form of pair-up, for sure.
Serves you right.
Unless you're being ironic and everyone thinks that. And I think I'm being smart, but I'm not at all. That's very likely. Just forge a Silver Great Axe. Vander has no reason to retire. I mean, we'll probably get a Silver Great Axe, but it's not for Vander. HP, Strength, Magic, Dex, Defense, Res, Luck. Oh my goodness. Little Fram got big time strong, I guess. I always equated the rings to gambits. I mean, it's sort of like a fusion of gambits and pair up. No, I'm not. I never even considered this, and it's the first time I hear this take, but it makes perfect sense. See, I'm more than just a shit poster. I do have, on a rare occasion, actual Fire Emblem takes. Yeah, they made it the main gimmick in the form of a ring. Yeah. You are pairing up units, it's just one of the units isn't a playable unit. Fram building their muscles. Honestly, if Fram keeps leveling strength and magic, we could do Martial Master memes with her.
Whoever it is
We'll
you
see.
are.
We'll see. My opinion on Fram has changed immensely since I learned that she gives 15 hit with her C support. Like 15 hit with C support is incredible.
No.
Like that's so good. Especially in like Engage, where in the kind of mid game you start facing those 80-90% hit rates, which can just be devastating. The game is giving you a message. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, let's grab the sparklies. Now, something I like about Engage is if you lose a unit here, they all like cry about it. Like, say Etier died and you talk to them, they'd be like, oh, I miss Etier, which is a rarity. Mum dies, no, oh, no, I'm not doing that again. Like, the fact that if you don't touch the controller and just watch that cutscene, your Switch goes dark because it goes into sleep mode because you've not input anything in so long is just, oh my god. What were they thinking? Like, actually, what were they thinking? I don't get it. Okay, we get Taint. Ooh, delicious Taint. Will we use it? Nah. We won't use the hero bond because that is DLC. That's Heroes DLC. Switch goes to sleep faster than I do. True. Very true. Right, so let's get the supports. Did we get Fram and Vander? That's what I would love to see. I'm not sure we did, but we're not watching these either. You know, secret to enjoying Engage, this button right here. Just press that button whenever you get the chance, and oh my goodness, this game is so good. I love this game now. There's multiple loading scenes too. Yeah. Did we get... We did. That's amazing. Okay, that's 15 hit for Vander if we put her behind him. That is so useful. Engage supports. Some of the Engage supports are good. The early ones are not. The early ones are not good, especially the C supports. I mean, C supports in Fire Emblem are rarely good, but in this game, they're particularly bad. Donations. So these are kind of a gold sink. However, I think getting everything to level 2 and Brodier to level 3 is the way to go. Oh, but we don't have money, so never mind. I thought we had the money, but we don't. We get it next chapter. Can we do the bond rings yet? No. Okay. So there's pretty much nothing else to do, so we'll just go on. I'll agree, there's some gems in the mix. Yeah, like Panette and Pandreo have fantastic supports, and like a lot of the mid to late game characters have. I'm someone that doesn't care about story at all. Like, it's very rare. Like, if the story's good, sure, it's a bonus, but it's not a big deal to me. But there are some of the later supports in Engage that I think would fit in any of the other Fire Emblem games. It's just you're not really going to watch them.
Oh no.
Right, here we go. Here we go, skill issue chapter. I am not good at this chapter. I don't know why, despite it being a tutorial. I'm not good at this chapter. Wait, no, you can do bond rings. Can't you normally have bond rings for this? Did I do something stupid? Oh, no, that's not. Get back to the thumbnail. I thought you can forge bond rings before this. Right. Maybe it's just that you can give Sigurd to someone for this. You can only have the heroes rings. We're not going to use those. That is DLC, sadly. So, who do we give Sigurd to? I mean, Sigurd's alright on Alfred, gives him a bit of build, which he does sorely need. I kind of like doing it on Etier to run after the Pegasus Knights, but
Sigurd,
we'll do Alfred. Or Clan, maybe. It might be better on Clan, so if we desperately need to get him to the boss, he can. I kind of like the sound of that, actually.
Lord Sigurd!
We go together.
Because you pretty much need to use Clan and Saline for the boss. No one else can damage them. I like it on Alfred. Yeah. Right. So... okay, what are we gonna do here then? I think this is okay. We might need Boosh instead of Alfred there. By the way, use the Empress. I use her every run, and every single run she is awful. Celine is not good. It's the Levin sword that's good, and there are other units that can use it so much better. However, just for you, Abundi, I will try and use her. I will try and use her. Okay, here we go. So false. Come on, man. She has like one of the lowest magic growths. My baby is up. 'Twas good hanging out and chatting. Yeah, it's nice to see you, man. Congrats on the baby, by the way. That's huge. Right, here she is, Empress. A lot of people, and more importantly, Celica. Now, Celica, in my head, is the real Jagan of Engage. She is one of the best Bond rings early, but she is not very good later. Okay. It's Saline. See you around and expect a Discord message soon. Sure. That sounds a bit ominous, but okay, I will. Okay, Saline. I've already kind of talked about her briefly, but let's talk about her a bit more. She has, I think, like a 25 or 30% magic growth rate. It's really not very good. She's like Celica, where they tried to make her kind of like a mixed fighter, but she doesn't really excel at either of them. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I desperately tried to use her because so many people love her, but I don't know. You can hand her an early Levin sword and she will be amazing, but you can hand anyone an early Levin sword and they'll be amazing. You know, you can give it to Citrine or Clan or Anna, which is what I'm hoping to do this run, maybe. Empress Gaming. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna spam Celine, seeing as that's what people want. Now, oh yeah, we also get Chloe. How could I forget? See, this is my problem with this chapter, is I forget about these two and then I mess up. Chloe! She is probably the best early game unit, by far. She is really, really, really good. She has a higher magic growth than Celine, despite being a Pegasus Knight. And, yeah, she's really, really good. She's a flex. You can put her into any class you like and she'll perform well. Her only downside is her low build, but her speed gets so fast that you don't really have to worry about it too much. But yeah, big Chloe fan. She is a strong candidate for the first Master Seal. Absolutely. Louis! Oh my goodness, Armor Knight that's actually good. Wait a second, that's most Armor Knights in the series. I think it's a huge meme that Armor Knights are bad. Yes, in some of the games, Armor Knights are terrible, but Louis is good early. He has his problems, though. Luck. This guy faces crit like mad, and seeing as you want him face tanking a lot of steel weapons, he will probably get crit. Chloe doesn't even have a bad build. She has one personal base. Pegasus is just low on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, to be fair. That is true. But yeah, Louis, I mean, I actually quite like giving him a void engrave. Why am I so far off the camera suddenly? I'm in my swivel chair and I've been slowly edging out a shot. But yeah, Louis is pretty good. I think early, especially, he is very useful.
This isn't so bad.
Now this is scary. I mess up on this so much. Armor Knights are so bad in every single FE game if you don't count 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. I mean, I did a skit about it at some point. Like, Armor Knights are good. It's just the kind of, I don't know, the old adage from LTCers that, oh, well, their movement is really bad, so I don't like them.
Sorry. You
can't pick them up easily, or... Which I think just gives more value to the units that can. Like, Raph, for example, can pick up Oswin, which is incredible. I mean, I think. I could just be spouting complete rubbish, but I think. I'd cross off 8 and 13. Gilliam's alright. But then everyone's alright. It's Sacred Stones. You know, like... Okay, so we're probably just going to warp Saline right over. Sometimes I wait a turn to do it, but like I said, skill issue. So I'm just going to get her there immediately. Or not, because we can't. Never mind. This is what I'm talking about. This chapter spooks me out a bit. We're going to get a Lear there for the bonus, so Celine can get the kill. Pick up the Javelin, I think it is here.
Monsters here?
Me when I cannot complete of every chapter in 2 turns. Fire Emblem has failed. Billions of Armor Knights must die. So true. So true. I'm kind of glad that that's a bit of a, like, shadow of the community now. Thank goodness. If everyone's alright, that's a bad game for Armor Knights. Yeah,
I am ready
maybe.
to serve.
Is this random or fixed growth? It's random. Oh, that's not Saline.
Yes.
See, this is the problem. This is what happened when I streamed before. I get so distracted chatting that I just kind of like forget what I'm doing and just press random buttons. Like, I got Azura killed in Conquest because I was just talking about Dark Souls, so I just walked her into an enemy.
That's you.
Fixed growth is so boring. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I've been debating this slightly lately because the fact that Engage makes you do fixed on your first Maddening run, I actually think that's a reasonable idea because it suggests that the game is balanced and they balanced around certain units. However, that only applies if you are playing Maddening on your first run, which very few people did, so it is boring. But if you're playing Maddening on your first run, you're playing fixed mode, then it doesn't really matter because the growths are random to you because you've never seen them before. At least that's what happened to me because I didn't even know I was playing on fixed. I recorded my first playthrough and I'm pretty sure the whole time I was like, wow, that's an amazing level. Oh, awesome. And then in one of the last chapters, someone was like, you do know this is fixed, right? Oh, wait, no, let's not do that. I love random growths. I love my project unit not getting strength 5 times in a row. Hey, it's part of the game. Right, so what I like to do here is I like to send Vander up to deal with these guys, and he pulls the hand axe guy down for you. It's best just to keep your units together as much as possible, I think. He's getting so much XP. Oh no. It's part of the... Oh, here we go. Fixed growths mentioned. Stash arrives. But yeah, no, each to their own. Like, if people enjoy it, they enjoy it. I just personally don't. I remember doing an all Malig rev run and Felicia can get magic for 10 levels in a row. Well, that's just part of the game, though. You got to play around that, you know. It's annoying, but it is what it is, you know. The stashed one has been summoned. So true. Okay, this guy's actually scary. I'm pretty sure he'd like doubles Louis. Oh look, it's the Taint Crystal. On my first playthrough, I like spent a minute or two mocking the Taint Crystal, and then I had to use it like a turn or two later. I was actually like quite embarrassed about that. So yeah, this guy has 8 speed. It's kind of spooky. Alright, so let's get Celine over there. She can just ruin someone. Probably best to do the Cav, I think. Here comes the Empress. That's such a cool animation. I love the animation. It's a shame that when you get Celica back, it's not a very good skill. Okay, so how much do you do? I hate to do damage calcs, but I feel like we have to because I do not want to lose Chloe right away. 9. And she can't kill this guy. Now, the problem is, when you kill this mage, it pulls the Lancers despite them not being in range for her, but... Wait, I just looked and I didn't actually read it at all, I just did it. So he does 8, so that's fine. They're not that mean to have you just lose instantly. She should survive that, yeah. Like I said, I've lost Chloe or Louis on this. On like 2 of my free runs because I'm just so incompetent. Warping just like a Doomer Witch. I'm pretty sure that's what it's based off, yeah. It's really cool. Very broken. Like, I like to keep her on magic units just because of the magic bonus, but you can put Celica onto one of your tanks and just warp the tank right in. It's pretty nice. Okay, so let's put Vander here. Oh wait, but that's the hand axe, so there's no point because he's not going to retaliate. I guess we'll deal with these guys now that those have been pulled. Why is Statica's skill not considered good in the endgame? I mean, like, the teleport is still decent, but at that point you have warp. You have, like, 20 warp uses, and you have Hortensia and Micaiah warp, which is, like, 5 units warping around. Yeah, and exactly, like Abundi said, none of the maps lend themselves well. Like, if you just put one unit straight into the middle of everything later on, it's not going to go well. Even your, like, super tanks. Like, avoid tanking is better than defense tanking in this game, for sure. And to avoid tank properly, you need 2 units, because you need to be using, like, Bonded Shield or the Corrin skill, I forget what it's called, but the one that gives you 30 avoid for every A support that you have next to you. This guy's actually kind of annoying. We might have to use the man himself, Boucheron. Don't miss, Bouche.
This is going to hurt.
Oh, okay.
Is it over?
Is it over? My dreams of giving XP to the units that need it are over, Bouche. Dual support. Yeah, that skill is insane, by the way. Like, that skill is crazy. If you get dual support on a Cav and then have another Cav behind them with Lucina Bonded Shield, you can just face, like, walls of enemies with, like, 10% hit rate on them. And then if they do get hit, it procs Bonded Shield, so they take 0 damage. It's so strong. So strong. Maybe we're just going to leave people here for now. Maybe move Etier up until we can deal with these guys. If you do it with a Key Adept, it has 100% block rate for every other class. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. It's because I only really use it on Cavs. I like to give Lucina to Merrin. I think Lucina Merrin is super nice because then she gets backup attacks with a dagger, which is pretty good. But yeah, Key Adept is 100% block for every class. I didn't even look at whether Celine would be alright. This is what I'm talking about. I have a massive... Oh, that's really bad. Well, it's not really bad, but it's not great. We don't want you joining in with this. And Etier can't stand there. Although she's not a one-shot without a Leer bonus anyway. Backup dagger is so nice. Yeah, it is nice. Cav with Mage Knights and a Wolf Knight in the middle works too. Yeah. We might do something like that. I mean, if I'm going to use Anna... I guess we could do this and go up instead of to the left. Right. Oh, we pulled one of the spear fighters. I should focus on one front first before, like, looking at the 2 of them. I think this is just, like, a vulnerary turn more than anything, probably. Yeah, this is a vulnerary turn. I wish I had the Seraphim equipped instead of the fire for that. Now make sure that you do not get hit by the archer. Yeah. And we'll use... Oh, I didn't talk about anyone's passives. That's because a lot of the passives in Engage are bad, but Celine's Gentle Flowers, bonus healing. It's alright. Chloe's is good, but I never remember to activate it. Male and female ally adjacent within 2 spaces does +2 damage, which is good on a fast unit because that's potentially +4. And then you're like, you've got like the perv, yeah, admiration. If 2 female allies takes 2 less damage, it's alright. Engage passives are my favorite memes. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I don't really get what they're doing. Like, arguably Morvier has one of the best ones, which is +2 defense when you wait, but at that point of the game, it's pointless. Imagine if, like, Alfred had that instead. I feel like that would be so much better. This isn't enough damage. I think we might even have to use the rapier here. Oh, or not. Never mind. Oh, no, we do. Well, that's fine. Louis definitely reads Chloe x Celine fix. I mean, Engage was incredibly censored by localizers, and I'm pretty sure Louis must have been, like, obscenely censored. Like, has to be, right? Just judging by what his character is and the sort of things he likes and says. 35%, let's go. He actually got it. I only noticed it when I'd already pressed A. I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Okay, this is looking okay. Him running into Boosh is actually fine. I'm a little scared about getting Clan up in time for... Oh, wait. He's just going to go for Etier. Can he still go for her? I think so. He doesn't one round, right? 14, 12. Oh my goodness, he does. What? Unless my like very quick maths isn't very good, which is very possible. Localization haters when they can't marry children. I mean, look, here's the thing. Censoring stuff like Anna romance is good, in my opinion. That's great. But the problem is when you discuss anything to do with localization changes in Engage, people just say, oh, well, they got rid of Anna. And it's like, okay, that's good, but they got rid of tons of other stuff. Like Gold Mary, for example. Wait, if we missed, I think Celine dies from the Archer. My goodness. Wait, no, she dies from the Pegasus Knight. This is what I'm talking about. I have such a skill issue with this chapter. No, Celine bros, it's already over for you.
Has all been lost?
Oh, oh my goodness. Oh no. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what happened in Conquest. Unsubscribe, dislike. I'm actually kind of sad about that. Okay, well that's a bit of a like wake-up call. But yeah, this is exactly what happened in Conquest. I just nattered away, just randomly placing units. Wait, this is really bad, actually. Oh dear. Okay, I think it's time to get this before the guy comes and yoinks it.
Thank you for warning me. Here.
We don't need her. I mean, we don't need her later, but she is quite nice for now. Like Echo and also the boss. Like, we're going to have... Only Clan's going to be able to damage the boss, and he's not going to one-round him. We may as well Lodestar Rush here, because it's going to run out. Clan stock skyrocketing? They absolutely are, mate. Ah! I don't know how I didn't, like, even see that. I usually just split up so Ete deals the Pegasus Knight, the move there. Doesn't she need to have a Lear bonus to one-shot, though? I thought she can't kill without a Lear bonus. I could be wrong. Oh, we never got the Javelin on him. We didn't get the Javelin on him. Engage, sister. Engage content, mate. Do you have a general team in mind or just going with the flow? I'd like to use Anna. We're going to use all the good units, probably. We're like, well, not including Anna. She's not one of the good units. But, like Pandreo, Kagetsu. Obviously, I'm going to use Panette. I'm a big Panette enjoyer. Okay, Clan, your time to shine, mate. Let's see build. Texan Res. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not what I want to see, Clan. At least get strength so we can do some kind of like meme physical class with you. Okay, so now I've got to be a bit careful with all this. There's no point in putting her in the woods because she doesn't get a bonus. This is fine. 8. Oh, wait. That's a lot of damage. No wonder Celine died. 8 plus 12. She's okay, but ouch. Tried Dagger Panette with the Pesh Cats. It worked surprisingly well. Yeah, I saw your screenshot of that. That did look good. I did Panette Thief in one of the runs. It was okay, but I think Thief is a meme class that I shouldn't have put her into. Chloe can take 2. In a fight, of course. Of course, in a fight. In-game. Look, see, there's a 1% crit on Louis. This is what I'm talking about. The man is so unlucky. Unironically, giving him... Oh! Nice one, Chloe. Giving him... what's it called? Who is it? The Micaiah engraving. Yes, it lowers might, but it might be a good idea. Etier moment, or do we just do this? I think it's better to give it to a Lear. 4% crit moment, yeah. Short time subscriber, but I love your memes. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. People's comments are the only reason I do it, really. I love it. I love reading people's comments. Knowing that I make someone like laugh or smirk or exhale a bit of air from their nose, like that's all I want, really.
I live to fight again.
All right, another Alir level. Level 5. Strength. Strength, speed, res. Okay, she's getting strength. She's not going to have a Lin moment where she just doesn't level strength, thank goodness. I'm not doing a very good job of feeding healing to Fram, so let's move him back. Tamara could be a good ad for Ironmans, just for a chain attack. Oh, we'll use Tamara, but I don't think she is good for Ironmans because you rely on her for Sandstorm procs. Like, Ironmans are not suited for... We may as well just... Yeah, we may as well just... No, because we're just going to retreat here, actually, so... Never mind. I want to get back before those mages turn up. And then maybe we'll choke, like, here-ish. Okay, this is actually, despite... Oh, I never added Celine to the death counter. I forget. Professional streamer right here. Where is she? Celine. Oh, dear. It's not a good start. She's on the skill issue counter now. I meant just for Rakko's Soul. Hey, speaking of personals that are actually half decent. Yeah, Rakko's Soul's there.
Is it go time?
It negates the 5 crit from steel weapons, which is something. But the problem is, enemies' units have so much dex that they just have an 8 crit anyway as well. Every time I read Tamara being good, bad, any rating, I can see World War 3. Yeah, it's pretty hotly contested, for sure. Every time I play FE8, Erica always gets Strength Blessed. Hey, I mean... Erica? I like Erica as a design. That's probably one of the better things I could say about Erica. Okay.
I'm ready.
Do we just leave Etienne and Alir back here? Maybe we do. Oh, I should have moved Chloe in for healing. What am I doing? Whoops. Tamara's passive should get rid of most crit enemies have. It's not huge on most units. Isn't it though? I feel like some of the like mid-late game units constantly have 8-9% crit on low luck units, and there are quite a few low luck units in this game. Imagine World War 3 happening, but it's over Tamara's viability. I don't know, man. I think there's enough people that like Engage enough to debate it on that level. But yeah, that guy doubling Louis is super scary, so we need to wipe him out. I don't know on the actual low luck units, I put crit avoid graves. Yeah, true. That is true. And that is something we will be doing. If I put... See, Empress with Celica here, Echo. Echo would go so hard right now. Echo Seraphim would kill them both. But if we get rid of this guy, we'll see what the hit rate is with Louis. We might not have to Vulnerary. Oh, and we got Sigurd. Oh, even better. Wait, this could be a Chloe kill. It is. Nice.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we'll probably put a crit engrave on Louis if we're going to use him. At least temporarily. Just move people up. Those 1% crits scare me. I'm actually going to Vulnerary because if he faces them, that could end very poorly, very fast. I just hope Clan's going to be able to deal with the boss. I don't think... He's not going to one round. And he has a steel weapon, so we're going to be facing down a 6% crit or something very spooky. The Giga Chad enemy corrupted fiend. Oh. Hello. My spatial awareness coming into play yet again. YouTubers do Iron Man. It's the Best way of playing a single player game. Cool 1%. I'm absolutely resetting if this happens. Yeah, I think when people say, like, you have to play Ironman, it's a bit much. Like, Ironman is for a certain type of player that enjoys that. For me personally, I like... Oh yeah, we need a Lear bonus. I like the concept of replaying a game multiple times, getting a bit further each time. Oh, we're not going to get the Lear bonus. Never mind. Oh well, it's a Joey. It's a Chloe javelin kill.
Let me help.
Scatter like
Oh! Okay. No, Etier insists on being used. She's actually close to a level. What do I feel like? The early game of this game and the other half of it feel like entirely different games in terms of stat inflation? Yes. I agree.
Keep going.
The stats in the late game do get pretty high. Like, very, very high. Very fast. I think it's good to say you should definitely give it a shot, even if it's intimidating, but don't call it the only way to play. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But my only problem comes when people say, like, oh, you're playing wrong if you don't play it. Like, obviously, it's a single-player game. People enjoy what they enjoy. Engage is a perfect example of how many people value story over the gameplay. Well, no. Okay, when I say that, it's kind of a bait comment. But how many people value the story so highly that even though there's good gameplay, it's not enough for them? That was the biggest shock with me. Because I was like, oh, Engage is great. Like, the story and characters are a bit meh, but, like, the actual game itself's good. And then I just saw so many people say, oh, Engage is terrible because the story's so bad. And I'm like, but just press this little button right here. Just, I don't know. Some of the traits in modern Fire Emblem can be traced all the way back to Radiant Dawn, like stat inflation. I mean, Radiant Dawn is a pretty bad abuser of that. True. Mr. Strimmy, you must play like I tell you to. Hey, I'll take people's advice. If people want me to do certain things and use certain units, I will, to an extent, as long as you're not being too memey with it. Like, I was going to use Saline. Like, I genuinely was going to use Saline for the Saline enjoyers. But it just all sort of went wrong on that front. This is annoying, because I'd kind of, like, planned to just kill this guy, but then I'd also like Chloe to get this kill. But then again, like, early kills on Louis is no problem either. As long as you make Jean a Juggernaut. I wasn't necessarily planning on using Jean because, like, to use Jean, you need to give him either Celica Recover or Micaiah. And I was kind of hoping on giving Micaiah to Anna.
Handle with care.
Why I'm a gameplay guy, I definitely missed feeling emotional in this series. Dimitri's Yeah, I think particularly going from Free Houses to Engage is probably the biggest whiplash in terms of, like, story. I think Engage is fake fun. Low XP gains and weird difficulty bridge is one of those things. Yeah, I know that's why I should not play Maddening, but hard mode felt mindless and normal is God mode. You should play Maddening, though. I completely agree with you. Hard mode, the fact that you can break bosses is one of my biggest nitpicks with hard mode. I feel like you shouldn't even be able to break bosses on normal. Why? Why is that a thing? HP, defense, luck. Oh, he doesn't want that 1% crit anymore. Thank you, Louis. That's actually pretty good. Okay, the mages are coming in. This is where... Normally, I would like to be on this fort here, and then you have so much more room. This is actually kind of bad. I don't like this very much. I'm a bit scared. Celine dying actually kind of ruined everything, because without Celine dying, you can hold this position for a lot longer, because you can echo people behind him, behind Louis. There are so many chapters in this game. If you got more XP, it becomes super easy. Yeah, exactly. And that's why doing the DLC chapters just makes the game a complete joke. If you do the DLC chapters, you get so much XP. You get like 6 chapters of... It's more than 6 chapters, because each of the DLC chapters has like 80 units in it. So you get like 10 chapters worth of XP just boom, inserted straight on in. And yes, I know people say, oh, but the XP falls off and there's a curve. Yeah, I know, but still. If you snowball units, then they're going to be better because they're going to have more SP. I need to actually kind of vaguely pay attention to what I'm doing here, because I would like to move out a bit. Engage Maddening is good at first, then it comes reinforcement spams and loses the charm. Is there that much reinforcement spam? I mean, very late on there is a bit, but I don't think we can really do much more here. I would like to get a Leer in. I think this is going to be very dodgy here. I don't like this situation I'm in. Oh, another kill for Vander. He's probably got the most kills outside of a Leer now. Don't hit too hard. I didn't bother looking, but yeah, that's fine. I don't feel overwhelmed by the reinforcements. I mean, neither. I mean, some of the paralogs can be a bit spammy. Like Ike, if you if you don't just push forwards on Ike's chapter, there are a lot of units. I will give people that. Would have been nice if we got Marth back for this, because the problem is Aaliyah actually starts off not very bulky at all. She has good dodge, but that's about it. Can the other mage hit him if he goes here? No. Okay, it's actually not too bad then. This is the problem though. Crit 11. 11. Normally what I'd like to do is be on this fort and just one-shot him as he comes down, but oh dear. That's the thing of Ironmans, you know. One thing goes wrong and it all starts tumbling down a little bit. Oh wow, he actually doesn't double him. I thought the mages doubled Louis on this. Maybe it's just the first ones.
Onward.
10, so then with the Steel Lance he's going to do about 13, 14 maybe? Like 14 plus the mage doing 8 or whatever it was. If we put him here, vulnerate him up. Oh, I'm not convinced by this, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we still don't even have the Jav. And we can't put someone there because of the boss. 3 speed, 7 speed. So I'm kind of stalling a bit here because I've messed this up so much. Okay. Oh, he has a javelin, of course, yeah. Sigurd engage for profit. Oh, excuse me. I mean, maybe. We could. 9? Excuse me. Does Clan normally not double him? I thought Clan doubles him. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Alright, I need to just start doing something. We can't just mess around here forever. I thought Clan doubled him. Oh, this is actually really bad. This is really bad. Oh no. And Clan doesn't kill these guys. I quite literally backed myself. He missed his first speed level. Oh, is that it? He normally gets a speed level and he didn't. Well, don't miss, Chloe. Thank you very much.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
FE6, in my opinion, is the best combo, of course. Radiant Dawn. What? What did he mean by this? I was playing around the idea that we kill this mage. Louis might just be dead. The low movement from the bush has really hurt us here.
You picked me.
Fram. Oh my goodness. With the Allure bonus, she actually does quite a bit. But she dies instantly to the boss. I'm off to play Clash of Clans now. That's a potential good meme idea, to be honest. Wow, good. Potential vaguely funny meme. Punch the mage. The thing with punching the mage is then we just die. I would like to keep Fran alive. If we put Clan here, he'll eat the javelin. 20. But then the mage. And Fram's not even full health for a... I think what we need to do here is just try and bait different targets, but we'll see. Whatever, let's just see what happens. I want to get into triangle strategy, but it's too different from Fire Emblem. Oh my god, why did he go on the bridge? For Chloe? Oh no, for Allure, right. Oh, break, he saw a break. I forget, you can bait breaks, can't you? Huh. Oh!
Too much. Is this really how it is? I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh! Oh my... Really? Well, Celine bros. My goodness. I can't believe that I didn't... but whatever. I got myself in such a mess there. I should not have had Louis, like, down on that bush if Celine hadn't died. I'm good at Fire Emblem, guys. I promise. I promise. I mean, how long have we been streaming for? An hour and a half? Yeah, we can run it back. We'll run it back. I don't want to go down like that. So now my Ironman runs at chapter, what? 17, 18, 19, and chapter 4. And of course, it's the one that I stream that's chapter 4. Wonderful. Fantastic. We can get rid of the Empress. Rise from 1,000 years ago.
Fire Emblem. Engage.
Okay, here we go again. Well, it's getting a bit dark. Do I turn on my cool streamer lamp? Which I personally don't like very much, but where is it? Oh my goodness, blinded. Can I not get any darker than that? Ooh. I've not really played around with this much, sorry. Whatever. The opening movie always spooks me. Yeah, it's very loud. Okay. Shall we put 2? Shall I not pretend that it's the same run? There's just enough space for it. I can't believe that. That's so bad. Random. Unconnected. Start game. Okay, we'll try and zoom on for it. My skill issue with that chapter, I did say at the start of the chapter, it's like the one early chapter that I always have problems with. But it's usually Chloe that dies.
He's within.
In fact, should we even just turn animations off until we get back? I think that's probably a good idea. Oh, and staffs. I accidentally got the birthday reactions to this game recently. That's okay. They give you, like, what, pretty pebbles. So if you really want to grind supports, it's alright. You could potentially set your birthday to the day that you want to be playing. Hey, skip, skip, skip. It's time! Emblem, engage! Woo!
You are.
Okay, here we go. I'm a speedrunner now. I haven't actually watched an Engage speedrun. I'm assuming people use Chloe in, like, a lot. This run will fail. You should have named yourself Sneedwing. I should have. Is there enough room for that, though? Like, it's only 8 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not. I would be Speedwin. Which would also... Sneedwin, even. Which would probably be okay, because we're going to win this time. That was just the warm-up. Is the dragon evil? What a twist! Yeah, I know. Imagine having an evil dragon in a Fire Emblem game. Man, the Engage story sucks so much, right? Get this. It's a sword lord traveling around the world, gathering magic items and gathering up teammates to then bring down the evil dragon. What kind of rubbish is that? I remember when Fire Emblem used to have real stories. Would removing mounted units from Fire Emblem games make them more fun? No, but they might make foot units feel a bit better in some of the games like FE4. But I mean, imagine FE4 without mounted units. Oh my god. That'd be horrible. It's basically an Alear solo. I think they go Wolf Knight for daggers. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of, well, can Alear solo engage? Whoa, I turned her into a thief and she faced no avoid for the rest of the game. It's like, oh, wow, you soloed the game by never having a unit be able to hit you. Good job. Maybe I'm being too mean, but those kind of like, can you solo videos, they irk me a little bit. Give steampunk motorbikes to Sword Masters. I think a steampunk emblem would go pretty hard, actually. I wouldn't mind them doing an experimental Fire Emblem game where they step away from what is this, medieval fantasy. I'm sure it would be very unpopular with a lot of people, but a lot of these challenge videos boil down to RNG abusing super hard. Yeah. Which, you know, it's interesting in itself, but where my irks with them comes from is if they made it like a 5-minute video of, oh, here's how I abused RNG, or here's the kind of cheese strategy I used, then great, but they're not. They're like an hour long of, okay, now on this chapter, watch my unit not get hit, or watch my unit just tank everything. It's like, couldn't you make this a bit more concise, mate, you know? I could go for some Victorian fantasy. Well, you're speaking to the right man. I would love a Victorian style like Fire Emblem. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. But no, instead our British representation is Jean and Jean's weird England island and Tiki, who Tiki speaks in a British accent that no one even has. I mean, she got hit again. She got hit by that guy last time as well. She can actually die here. Season 3, let's fucking go. It's time. Oh no, I didn't move Vander out. Ah, wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. Why not engage at this point? I like the chip XP, but then someone said last time that even engage, she doesn't kill them, but I thought she did. But we can engage now if you like. Actually, this is a time for me to find out. I always thought she killed them, but maybe it's because I swapped to the rapier instead of the iron sword. All dragons should have British accents. But I mean, that's the thing, is Tiki's British accent doesn't exist, but you instantly recognize it as a British accent. It's really strange. I wonder if it's the inflection. Oh yeah, she does leave them with the iron sword. Oh. Yeah. Okay, well now I know. I think what I've done in the past was I must have equipped the rapier, and that's why I decided not to do it. That's good to know, actually. Okay, here we go. Get strength first level this time. Hey, strength and speed. I mean, please get a bit of bulk for the love of everything, Alear, but we will take it. We will absolutely take it. Blessed Alear. I mean, sort of. I mean, she doesn't have that high of a strength growth, right? Is it 40? But no, it's 40 personal. I don't know what the Divine Dragon or whatever it is has. Okay, yes. Isn't that the first fixed level? Nope. Last, earlier in the stream we did it and we did not get strength. I don't think I got strength on like level 4 or something. On our first go. Okay, let's get the Divine Nuts. It's such an unfunny joke, but like, I love it.
Let's head to the castle.
Right. Let's head to the castle. Hello, personal is 35. Well, there you go. I'm just spitting lies again. Parading them as facts. Just you wait until my tier list videos, mate. They're gonna blow everyone away with all this perfect information. Always collect the nuts live on stream. I'm such a child. I think the nuts is just... It cracks me up every single time I see them. Divine Dragons plus 10%. Ah. So not that much then. I think it's weird that Alear doesn't have much magic when they give her fists some promotion. Because fists take half strength, half magic. He says, potentially just making something up again. I wonder what I could get away with if I just started saying things like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, Fram actually secretly has a 90% luck growth. Right. Strength and speed is all you need? Not at all. I would very much like to... Wait, that guy has 1% crit on a Lear? You can lose right off that? That's kind of funny.
I am ready to serve.
I like to see a bit of bulk on a Lear, especially on an Ironman. How did a Lear get skill issued? I just completely choked Chapter 4. I completely choked Chapter 4. I lost Celine, which then left me stuck on this fort where I just pondered and wasn't sure what to do for a couple of minutes, and then I kind of thought I'm spending way too long on this turn and just messed it up and the Lear died. Basically. That's the Cliff Notes version of it, I guess.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time, Lumera.
There is.
Okay. Let's just do this.
Queen Lumera.
You could have easily used Chain Defend. No, I couldn't. Oh, for that. For the Archer. Yeah, sure. But, like, I didn't know she'd have 1% crit because I'm not, you know, analysing every single move. But yeah, you could. If you were really worried about it. But, I mean, if Alear gets 1% crit at this point, you just restart the map. Because, like, there's no point in doing the prologue again, right? Okay. Let's do this again. Gonna become a master of doing these early maps. Lumera uses sticks and stones to make fully fledged soldiers. Yeah, that is weird. Right. She's like, oh, I've made these out of plants or whatever. But then, like, we never hear anything about that again. Is that something only Lumera could do? Like, I don't know. Seems pretty strong. Like, and no one else can use it other than her. No one else even discusses it other than her. Like, yeah, it's a weird one. Can Vander even get down? Yeah, you can. Nice. The emblem paralog enemies look the same as these guys. Do they? Do you think the emblem paralog units are made out of plants and sticks or whatever then? Hey, we can actually do this. Why not? 1% crit again. Yeah, are they also plant people? I mean, what they say for the emblem paralogs is like, oh, this was a place of importance, or it's similar to a place of importance to me, but... And then they say, we're going to battle you. So do the emblems summon the plants? No, you might be onto something there. I think that is actually probably the explanation. Now, is Lumera going to run down into Clan here? It's very possible. Surely the devs could have given Alir one more base luck. Yeah, probably. That does seem like weird, because a lot of the... Oh my goodness, HP, strength, dex, speed, defense, res. Now we're getting a blessed Alir. Oh my goodness. Thoughts on fertilizing plant people got me acting on. Wow, yeah. Ever seen the Florins from Wargroove, mate? My goodness. Right. And then we can actually do this properly this time. I messed it up the first time we did it. No. And I was about to mess it up again. I mean, she might still just go for Alir anyway, but it worked out alright last time. Free Houses Girl summons these dudes. Veronica is obscene, by the way. My goodness. Out of all the DLC emblems, she is disgusting. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped that, sorry. I forget we are kind of meant to be rushing through this a little bit to get back to where we were. The rapier. Oh, yeah. You said Free Houses Girl, but then I knew who you meant. Yeah. I think it's Veronica. I don't know. I haven't really played Heroes much. I played Heroes on launch, and I was pretty hype on it, actually. I was like, wow, this is really cool. But then you start to realize that there isn't really much of a game to Heroes, or at least I did. Like, the maps are either completely brain dead easy or like very difficult in order to get you to power up your units, which I didn't like much. And they didn't add PvP for years, which I thought was a bit of a mistake. I'm trying to skip the dialogue and it's skipping the combat, but whatever. Just get a bit of chip with Clan. Vander didn't take any damage, so I don't think we're going to get C support Fram with him yet, which is a bit of a shame. And we'll Lodestar Rush for the finale. Okay, thank you, Lumera. Oh wow, we actually got Bond level 5 this time. Pretty nice, actually. That means we're even closer to Mercurius. But yeah, Veronica, I think Veronica's crazy, because like not only is the summoning mad, but having another dance. Yo, it's Speedwing and a Bundy? What do you mean and a Bundy? Yeah, Bundy's co-commentating this stream right now, but you can't hear him because his microphone's quite low. Berries. You can't raise past 5 until after chapter 3. Really? Ah, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, because I guess you got to go to the thumbnail, don't you? He's right behind you. Don't say things like that, man. That'll actually spook me. Oh. Okay, Evil Alir. Okay, we're getting back to where we were. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Maybe this time Vander won't steal so much XP.
Vander, Clan.
Yeah, I know. This is the MVP of Engage right here, this button. Absolutely love it, mate. This on emulator, or are you still a console user? I am a true Fire Emblem enjoyer, mate.
I am your weapon.
So I buy the games like a good boy. However, I will probably be getting my Fire Emblem PC set up so I can do reverse recruitment and stuff. I'm getting deja vu. I'm pretty sure I talked about reverse recruitment at this exact turn last time. Yeah, I think it was. It was right here. OLED enjoyer. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I wanted to switch for a while, but I couldn't justify it just for free houses in my mind. Even though I could definitely afford it, I was just like, I don't want to get a Switch for one game. So I actually waited until Engage was about to come out. And boy, was I disappointed with Free Houses after waiting for years to play it. Not gonna lie. Apologies to any Free Houses enjoyers. Just not for me, really. I spent my wage slave money on the games, and at the end of the day, it's the only way to convince the higher-ups to make more of it. Yeah, I agree with that to a point. Free Hopes, never played it, but the kind of heroes, or no, not heroes, warriors style gameplay doesn't really appeal to me. Edelgard's sweep, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed Blue Lions, but the problem is, I asked my viewers, I was like, oh, who should I watch for? Not watch. What route should I play first? And they all said, oh, play Blue Lions, play Blue Lions. So I was like, okay, and I played Blue Lions. I was like, okay, this is all right. Time to check out the other routes. Can't wait.
I'm happy to help.
And the other routes are just infinitely worse. So I didn't really want to play them. I have played them, although I never did the church route or whatever, but I played the other ones. It was okay, I guess.
It's an honor to...
I'm probably a bit harsh on Free Houses. I think Free Houses is fine. It's a good game. I just don't think it's a very good Fire Emblem game. Every route is a church copy. Yeah. The fact that you have to do the, what's it called? The white clouds or whatever over and over does kind of suck. The replay value of Free Houses goes stale real quick. My exact problem with it. Dex, speed, defense, and luck. Like doing the monastery over and over. I know the Somniel can be a bit grindy, but it's nothing compared to the monastery. When I play Fire Emblem, I'm a, you know, surprise, surprise, I'm quite a big fan of Fire Emblem, so I replay the games over and over. So replay value is a huge factor for me. Whereas for a lot of people, you know, they might just play Free Houses once, one route, and they're like, wow, that was an amazing experience, and then never touch it again. And those are probably likely to be the people that always talk about how great it is. And that's fine, you know. Each their own. I can't believe the devs actually thought people would only play one route. I don't know if they did think that. I think they just thought we're lazy and this is late in development. Like I have a theory that Free Houses wasn't originally meant to have more than 2 routes, and they just decided quite late in development, oh, let's add in 2 more. They confirmed that in an interview. Oh, well, maybe I heard that and I'm now like memory holing it as my own theory. Either that or I just predicted right, you know. I guess we could chain guard here, although they're probably going to go for Alfred, I'd imagine. Day 1 was definitely the golden age of Free Houses. It was cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I didn't get Free Houses when it launched, and I didn't watch Free Houses content because I didn't want to spoil myself. So I never really interacted with all the Free Houses hype. It's a shame, really, because that was probably the prime time to enjoy it. I feel so bad for someone who only played Silver Snow. How likely is that to happen? Pretty likely, actually, because you'd be like, oh, I love Edelgard, she's my favorite. Will you grind Fram to 20 on the next map? No. Hey, I really respect what Exelblem does, but that kind of playstyle is not for me at all. My goodness, it's not for me at all. I was so bummed about the PNG cutscenes of Edelgard's route. This is what I'm saying. I really think that a lot of the routes, it was just rushed. I think the Free Houses, they were like, oh, it'll be even better if we have more routes, or it'd make more sense if we have more routes. I think they only had 2 planned. Oh, we're just recycling this, like Oof said. They confirmed that in an interview. Whoopsie. My brain's not very good at playing and talking at the same time, as we found out. Anyone need healing? No? Alright. I love boss abusing Boyd to FE9 to profile pick related. Yeah. Yeah, boss abusing's good. It can be fun, but I think if you're doing like a challenge mode run, you should maybe try to avoid doing that. I mean, you do that and that's your strategy, you know. Oh, Vander can't actually... He'll be able to go there if we kill the sword. It'll be alright. Ah, everyone's kind of in the way of each other here. They first developed Church Root, finished it, then did Blue Lions and Verdant Wind. Crimson Flower was a late in development. That makes sense. That's kind of the order that I would have guessed as well. Actually, no, I would have said that Blue Lions was first because like the whole early game is based off it. But if that's what they said, then I guess that's it. Honestly, that doesn't make it a bad game, but kind of a bad Fire Emblem game. Absolutely, yeah. That's my... If you want my kind of total opinion on Free Houses, that's it. I think Free Houses is not a bad game by any means. I just don't think it's a good Fire Emblem game for what I'm looking for. This whole kind of feeding Aaliyah lots of XP is going out the window a little this time round, but that's okay. Free Hopes is legit amazing, but Free Houses is weak. I've heard that the Free Hopes, like, stories and characters and stuff are good, although weren't people really mad about the fact that Edelgard, like, doesn't have that big of a... I mean, I could just be making this up, but I thought people were mad that Edelgard wasn't, like, the main character of Free Hopes or something. I don't know what happened to her, but they did something weird with her. What is your perfect Fire Emblem game and why is it Path of Radiance? My perfect Fire Emblem game is not Path of Radiance. I do like Path of Radiance. I used to say that Path of Radiance was one of my favorite Fire Emblem games. And that's because I like the world building and I do like the characters and I like a lot of the things it went for. I like bonus XP a lot. I think that mechanic is something they should bring back and build upon. Like bonus objectives. But when Donlot and Mangs were doing like Path of Radiance, Ironmans and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I love Path of Radiance. Let's play alongside with them. And I was like, what is this? It was so dull. I'd remembered it in my head from years ago as being like great. Strength Magic on Fram. Oh, Martial Master incoming. But yeah, I remembered it being a lot better than it was. But my perfect Fire Emblem game, Fate's combat system. It has to have Fate's combat system. I want attack stance, defense stance back. I absolutely adore that. I think it's so much fun to play with. And then in terms of like story, I'd maybe have like, I don't know. What's my favorite Fire Emblem story? This is the thing. I don't actually think Fire Emblem has good story in any of its games. I know that's a hot take, but I think all Fire Emblem games have pretty bad stories. Sorry, that's just my opinion. So story doesn't really matter to me. If anything, Frasier? I mean, look. Frasier has interesting world building. I think there isn't that much story in Frasier, really, when you really boil it down. But, I mean, it's alright. It's alright. It just doesn't matter to me. I'd rather see cool maps and cool mechanics. Disgaea is the best Fire Emblem. Well, I absolutely adore Disgaea. I have, in the past, considered making Disgaea videos. I really, really like Disgaea. I think it's so much fun. The post-Effie Kaga games have pretty good stories. Now that's bait. That's bait. But, yeah. Some Coco, I'm not even saying that out loud, has a far better plot. I'll just take your word on that one, mate. I'll take your word on that one. Like, we've discussed this in the past. I'm pretty sure I can't even play that game here. I think downloading that game in the UK is illegal. So, it is what it is. No peak fiction for me. Lahal is genuinely better written than every Effie Lord. Lahal is written pretty well. I mean, what I like about Disgaea, which they've kind of moved away from in the later ones, is it's ironic. The whole thing is a joke. You know, like, it's meant to be parody, and that works really well for it. That works really, really well for it, because they can make ridiculous, over-the-top, like, things that are in Engage that you go, oh, that's a bit cringe. In Disgaea, it actually makes sense for them to be, like, stupid and over-the-top, because that's what Disgaea is. Vanda does not have the Fram C support anymore. It's Jova. What a shame. Alright. Chapter 4 again. Empress. Enjoyers rejoice. You get another chance at her. Story is just an excuse, but I find Leaf best character in the series. He is pretty good. In terms of, like, lords, I'd say he's one of the more interesting lords. Some of the lords are pretty plain. I think it's really funny when people think Engage is ironic. I don't think Engage is ironic, but I think Engage lent very heavily into a more light-hearted Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic. Like, most of the funny things in Engage, well, not funny, but like cringy things in Engage that happen are referencing things that happen in like famous Japanese anime. Like the Alchrist, like kneeling and all that. Things like that. But that's just missed on a lot of Western audience. Okay, so Sigadon Clan did absolutely nothing, so we'll do this time. Swap them about. Can't remember what we did last time. I think this was pretty good last time, wasn't it? The Empress will slaughter all bandits. Engage is fully Japanese? Yeah. Engage was an anniversary title. They were appealing to their core audience. I mean, half of the games were never even released in the West, so of course they're going to lean more into Japanese stereotypes and things that a Japanese audience find enjoyable. Like, one of the biggest complaints about all these, like, localizers and stuff were Japanese fans when they found out how much they butchered Engage in the English version. They were fuming about it. I would love to see Disgaea content. I mean, maybe. If I get into a habit of streaming a little more, I say a little more, this is like my first stream in 7 months or something. I'll consider playing Disgaea, because I love Disgaea, and I'd be very happy to play Disgaea on stream. Okay, so we'll turn animations back on now. We caught up, we ran it back. We don't want staff animations. So, what did we learn from last time? Celine can die very easily, so don't be stupid. Empress. Disgaea has hot woman, but the gameplay is bad. The gameplay in Disgaea is different. It's not, you shouldn't try and compare it to Fire Emblem. I think the gameplay in Disgaea is banging, but it's a different type of gameplay. It's not comparable. It's really hard to put into words. You have to be a numbers go up enjoyer to really get the most out of Disgaea. Disgaea is about breaking the game and then taking the broken pieces, picking them up and putting them into a bowl and crushing them up even more and just breaking it until there's nothing left. That's the appeal of Disgaea. Which Disgaea game would you recommend to a new player to the series? 5, probably. But the problem is that I think 5 is one of the better ones, but if you play 5 and then go back to some of the older ones because you enjoyed 5, you'll find it quite difficult because of all the quality of life features. So if not 5, just go for Disgaea 1. They're all good, basically, apart from Disgaea 6 isn't very good.
Anything.
And I haven't played Disgaea 7 yet. I'm a fake Disgaea fan. I have not played Disgaea 7, but the problem is I want a character. I won't talk about Disgaea too much here, otherwise I will just go on a massive tangent about it. But I want to play Disgaea 7, but I want to have all the DLC, but I don't want to pay £120. But then I also want to support more Disgaea games, so I'm just caught in a weird kind of circle. of I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I just need to buy it. Can Etier's abs be used to grill meat? I mean, you could probably grate some cheese on it. Doesn't she talk about something like that in one of her supports? Or is it she tells Boucheron that you could like do something with his abs? I don't know. Etier is a strange character. I mean, I recently found out that the localization changed Etier. She was meant to be like an Ojo. I'm probably going to butcher how you say this, like an Ojo-sama. So you know the trope of like the blonde girl with curly hair in anime that goes like, oh, oh. She was meant to be one of those, but they completely changed her to just be like workout obsessed in the English version. Probably wait for half a year and it'll be 50% plus on sale. Yeah. I mean, I reckon at some point. Yeah, Maribel. Yeah, she was meant to be Maribel version 2, and I have no idea why they censored it. Something I want to do one of these days is go through the Japanese with a translator, or maybe someone's already uploaded it, and just have a look at what some of these characters were before they were changed. I'm sure a lot of them are very cringe, but like it would still be interesting to see how that character might be different. I'm glad Xenoblade isn't localized by Treehouse. Never played a Xenoblade game. I've toyed with it. I know a lot of people that really like Xenoblade. But it's just never been high up my list of, okay, this is what I should play next. I'm not sure I like the blonde oh-ho-ho type of character. I love that type of character. Haughty, like, oh yeah, Maribel's one of my favorite characters in the series in terms of just design and how she talks and looks. I feel like this went different to last time. Did Vanda miss?
I can still fight.
Oh dear. But that's all right. Oh, and he doesn't get the support from Fram this time. How sad. So he doesn't get the bonus hit. Wait, I better be careful not to just do the exact same thing as I did last time, because if I do the exact same thing as last time, I'm gonna end up in the same problem. Vanda missed, he's falling off. Well, yeah, he didn't get the, like, 10 kills of XP he got on our first attempt. I really wish she would one-shot one of these. I mean, maybe it'd be better to do this. Actually, I think it's better to do this, and then she can move over to the fort to help deal with them. I just hope that Cav can't run across to her. Empress, Empress, Empress. See, this is it. Okay, good, he can't. Colgate-chan? Absolutely. You know, the Aaliyah design... Oh! Louis! That's actually so good for us. That's really, 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 really good for us. Nice. Oh, that's just made this so much easier.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it's still very nice.
I can keep going.
You absolutely can, Boosh. We Empress lovers shall pass our Empress energy to your Empress so she can sweep the game. And see, Oof, you missed me the first time we did this map going off about Celine. I did a little rant about how I don't actually think she's that good, but it's the Levin sword that's good. You would have hated it. Right.
I can fight.
Guess we just leave these guys here. I think now that we've done this more correctly this time, it should be fine. For Oof and Abundi, I'll try Saline next Maddening run. Look, she is half decent. Oh, Fram. She is half decent. It's just there's, if you want to use 11 sword, there's some much better uses of it. That's all. I do like her design. I like her design a lot. You know, she's Marie Antoinette. That's cool. That's a cool reference that wasted on a lot of people. I'd like to play this game, but I have so many other games to play. Yeah. I mean, I would recommend people play Engage because a lot of people seem to have opinions on it without having played it. which I'm not a big fan of people that give opinions on stuff without actually trying it. But I don't know, I think Engage is fun. It just depends how much of a story and character enjoyer you are. If that's a big thing for you, you probably won't like Engage very much. Also, if you're like a normal mode player enjoyer, you probably won't enjoy it much. Because the game is an absolute snooze on lower difficulties. Not that I've played it, but I can just assume as much. Most Fire Emblem fans hate good gameplay. So true, mate. So true. This is peak right here. The thing is, I go on about Engage. I actually don't even think Engage is like that amazing. But I just think it's so much better than people give it credit for. That's not a kill, is it? You know who it is a kill for, though? Fram, if that Pegasus Knight can't then swoop in. He can. Lame.
Yes.
Alright, Fander. Hard mode Engage is fine. It's harder than people think. Really? I would have thought things like not breaking bosses and bosses having effective damage would mean it is, but I don't know. I've never played hard mode, so I wouldn't know. I've only ever played Maddening. I'd say most new FE fans hate gameplay. It's so true. Nah, I mean, the thing is, I've played them all, and I've played them for a long time, but I would say I prefer new Fire Emblem. I say that unironically. I know that upsets some people, but I really do. I think new Fire Emblem's way more interactive. Cargo fans hate good design. I don't know. I do get the Karga thing, I really do. Hey, I mean, I've played a bit of some of Karga's actual games. Well, not actual games, but you know what I mean. The games he did after Fire Emblem. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Although they're not good enough for me to have finished any of them, so I don't know what that means. We could just Sigurd Engage here, just to polish this guy off. Why not? FE4 is my favourite, so I like old school FE. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. Rev mentioned alarm. I need to get like a little gong so I can do that. Rev mentioned. I love Rev, mate. Best game in the series, honestly. Right. 14. 5. Let's not make the same mistake as last time. This is fine, I think. So Chloe takes 9. She goes on 10. No, this guy hits like a truck, doesn't he? 17. 5, yeah, she dies. I guess Louis just needs to hold the fort a little longer. I love moving platforms in Rev. Yeah, that is the worst chapter in Rev. That is pain. This guy, let's not do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Oh dear. I guess he just has to live. Which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, but let's just take this easy. Can I take Chloe on in a fight, right? In a fight. Rev is the only game I never played since I hated Birthright, and everyone said Rev is far worse. Nah. I think Rev is a lot more interesting than Birthright. They're both flawed, and compared to Conquest, both of them are miserable, but I would say Rev is more fun than Birthright, for sure. If you like gimmick maps, you'll like Rev. Like, Rev did do something kind of adventurous, where every map has its own kind of unique gimmick, or at least the majority of them do, which I kind of respect. It was trying something different. The problem being that a lot of people in the Fire Emblem fanbase do not like different. They do not like different. They want reliable paladin with a hand axe on a fort. Oh yeah, that's peak gameplay right there. Rev's plot control. Oh yeah, I'm not even going to talk about Rev's plot. I mean, that's a whole world of its own. I was talking purely from a gameplay point of view. Right, let's keep healing with Fram for support, because that hit bonus on Vanda is super nice. Rev goes for enemy quality over quantity. True. True. That is very true. Rev actually doesn't have that much unit density, which I kind of like. I mean, she can face one hit from this guy, right? 21. 5, yeah. She'll be fine. Excelblum made a joke that Free House's fans only ever talk about the characters and never the gameplay. Yeah, but you could reverse that joke and say Engage fans only talk about the gameplay and never the story. Hand axe and javelin gaming, absolutely, mate. And to be fair, it is fun. You know, it is fun. I just think people kind of definitely overestimate the games where it is just that. It's my ball of stats paladin. This story in Engage? Not anymore, thanks to this one little trick. How many times am I going to make that joke? Over and over. Cross button, my absolute beloved. I mean, if I'm going to be completely real with you, I think the story in Engage, it's serviceable. It's not good, but it's just standard Fire Emblem fare. It can actually be kind of funny on occasion. Unintentionally, but it's, you know, still pretty funny. Engage story has little girl mind control feet pics. How is it not peak? Oh my goodness, Louis. True. True. It has Vale getting mind controlled and showing her bare feet. That is Karga's vision. Alright, we'll just hopefully hit this guy. Probably won't. Nice. It's tea time. I think it's nice that they say things like the retainers say the things the lords say, but it's tea time said by not Celine is a bit odd. It makes less sense for Chloe and Louis to say it.
We cannot afford to lose.
Alright, here we go. Strength. Let's see more strength. Speed, defense, luck, build. We'll take that. Speed and build. Speedwing, you say that like any Fire Emblem game stories. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm always saying. I don't think any Fire Emblem game has a massively compelling story. There's some that are better than others, sure, but none of them are... I don't think any... Like, there are plenty of games you can play... Oh, I forgot about this guy. There are plenty of games you can play that have story-focused, you know, built into them. I don't think Fire Emblem is one of them. Oh, he actually doesn't die. Oh dear. 5, 12, 14, 11. She dies! Ah, really? Ah, no, not Etier. Not the best character in the game. Can we bait a break with Boucheron? Hopefully he goes for Boucheron because he sees the break. I know, Etier trying to kill a Pegasus Knight in the second chapter, you can use her. No, no, no. That'd be ridiculous. Let's just chunk this guy. This is the last map Etier is useful on. She's okay on the Alchrist, Lapis, Citrine map. Because there's those Pegasus Knights on the top and bottom. You send Alchrist on the bottom, you send Etier on the top. It's okay. I mean, I said this last time. I think Etier is the most useful out of Etier, Alfred, and Boucheron. That could just be a wild take, but she can chip, and she gets that longbow. No one else can use that longbow for a while. Is Etier a Rebecca archetype? No, because Rebecca has speed. So Etier is not a Rebecca. Sorry, tearless Chads. Boucheron though, Boucheron is peak. No, he's not. Shut up, Oof.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
Oh, an axe bro that doesn't have a strength growth. What a genius idea. I'm so glad they added him. Etier's a will archetype. Maybe she is. Maybe she is. I don't know. But I'm probably too hard. Look at this, by the way.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I didn't even think to look because it didn't even occur to me. Oh well.
All those workouts.
I'm crying so hard from the lack of Etier.
Least you could use my
No.
body for a shield.
That is a really sad death quote, though. I will say that. Like, at least you could use my body for a shield. Grim. Oh well, rather her than Saline. It's not her joint chapter, so it's okay. Reset. I was never going to use Etier outside of, like, chipping. Oh my goodness, Louis, what is this? It's like a crit machine. Okay. Alright, Saline bros, we may as well start giving her XP, because I won't hear the end of it if I don't use her. He got 3 crits? Yeah, I know. The man's on a mission. It's just my tainted ROM. I applied the crit hack. I asked Mangs, I said, can you lend me your crit hack, bro? And he was like, no worries. Here you go. Crit patch enabled. Boucheron might die here as well. If Boucheron missed his 80-odd%, he dies. Shows how little I care about some of these early units. I mean, I like having stronger units come in later. It's really nice, especially for Iron Manning. But some of the early Engage units are just so bad. The first time I recognized Etier is when she was rude to Yanaka for no reason. Etier Gold Mary have one of the funniest supports in the game. It's like so kind of cringe in a way that it's just hilarious. Like, Gold Mary steals Etier's potato. If you haven't seen it, watch it at some point. The Etier Gold Mary C support is probably the best C support in the game because it's actually... it's so dumb that it's funny instead of just being dumb. In my humble opinion. Gold Mary did nothing wrong. Maybe if Etier had good speed, she'd get to the potato first. True. Very true. Isn't Etier really good as a warrior? Or is warrior one of the best? Warrior is pretty much the best class in the game. Well, it's a strong contender for best class in the game. So, yes. Etier can be good. She can be a glass cannon, but there's just so many other units that can fill that role better. That's her main problem. Oh yeah, I haven't visited the house. Vidam for Empress is the best class. So false. How does Vidam, like, weigh up against Mage Knight? Is it better than Mage Knight? Surely it's better than Mage Knight. Mage Knight is the top combat class? Yeah. I mean, that would... my strongest classes would probably be Warrior, Mage Knight, Wyvern, maybe Griffin. I haven't played around with Griffin much, but whenever I have, it seems very strong. Is that a archer? It is. Let's get a jav on this boy. Nope. Jav. Oh wait, where's Clan? I shouldn't be ending turn. I need to get Clan up for the boss. Mage Knights do not get staves or Ignis. Staves, I think staves are a meme on combat units. I've come to realize that in these runs. Like, I used to think, why would you use Mage Knight when you could use Sage, because Sage has staff utility, but like, just have dedicated units with staff utility and have your combat magic users on Mage Knight. She gets staves on promo, so she's always useful. True. Yeah, true. I can agree with that. Let's pick this up before things start to get a bit ropey. I only need to really see him. The only good thing about DLC is being able to harness the power of the Sage clan. He's very good with Crom, I found, when I did Sword Master clan. Staff units make their own XP, so they never really fall off. True. The Mend Staff is crazy in this game. If you just buy Mend Staves when you get the opportunity to, they give so much experience. Is Halberdier slept on because no one naturally promotes to it? The problem with the single weapon classes is they're just inferior to classes that can do 2 weapon types, usually not just in the fact that you don't have 2 weapon types, but their actual base stats and growths are worse. And the thing with Halberdier especially is Lancers aren't very good at Engage. Like, there are certain Lancers that are good, but like a lot of them just aren't. Like Flame Lance is terrible. You're kind of better off doing something like Wyvern Rider of Lancers and Swords or Lancers and Axes. And that the Halberdier special is cool in theory, but it's really hard to actually pull off well. But like in theory, using it with a Brave Lance and just going like pow pow pow, if you can actually get it to work, it's pretty good, but it's just hard to get it to work reliably. Yeah, it's rare to use its pincer gimmick. Tried to get Empress to level 5 Celica this map. Not a chance of that happening anymore. Like, what? There's like 3 units left.
No.
Break. Can't you just use Swordmasters for the first round, then use Halberdier to follow up? Yes, but that means you're using Swordmasters and Halberdiers. What? Like, I'm saying it's possible. You can do these things, but whether it's a good idea or not is another question. Mage versus Empress on Fort. Surely he's just going to come in and yonk her with the javelin, though. I'd rather just clean this up and try not to do too much, like, memeing. She's only Bond 2, it's over. Yeah, like, I couldn't use her much. I walked her wrong, I guess. Okay, Chloe, no strength. HP, dex, speed, though. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm so scared of the Steel Lance. I'm always scared of Steel Lance. Why does it have 11 crit, man? I mean, I'd like to break with Fram, potentially, but then no, because this guy can hit, so there's no point. I mean, if Alfred dies, it's not the end of the world. Oh, but he'll just die without the crit, to be honest. Alright, Vander, get in there, son. Back in my run, I got Louis to the right fort, and he basically fought the boss forever. He has a javelin, otherwise you could have Fram cheesed, yeah. They thought about it. Nearly every boss has like a 2-range weapon, apart from like the blue and pink bandits, but then one of them does and one of them doesn't, you know. They thought about it, which I respect. I think all bosses should have 2-range weapons. Louis, let's see it. Don't trust the 90. HP and defense. Oh, well, I'm doing what I always do. I'm babbling away. I didn't even register that. Yeah. Is Chain Guard better than... Can she eat a javelin? 20. She actually can. Alright, Empress, get closer. Clans, probably not even going to be used.
I'll manage.
Is there even any point in healing her? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. 1% crit, stop. Okay, this is more like normal. We can just warp on the spot. So we're absolutely needing Celine. Yeah, see, Clan can't actually reach. Maybe if I did the Sigurd Clan thing that I did last time, it would have worked. Can anyone else even damage him? That's I mean, I guess we can use a Lear bonus to damage him with people. Well, one person. No, 2 people. I can move a Lear there.
I got this.
I don't think you do. I'm just trying to think if there is a way to get this mage's XP as well. Hey, you lost your javelin, mate. Unlucky. No, not really. Okay, let's just chunk the chip. Don't miss, Fram. Then we put a layer here like this, meaning these guys can actually do some. Is it actually even going to be enough, though? I don't know if it's going to be enough. Usually I'd have Clan and Celine hit him. Rodine's sweep. He's scary for like the chapter 4 boss. He's pretty scary. Giving him a steel weapon, I think, was overkill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Now that's a bit of a predicament. Oh, okay. She can damage him. Thank goodness. Oh, because of her personal that I obviously set up on purpose. Persona? Persona gaming, absolutely. If only Fire Emblem was more like Persona, then it would actually be good. There we go. Celine Bros, it's time.
My apologies. I strike through.
I would have won, you know.
She didn't even get a level from it. Wonderful. If only there was a Fire Emblem Persona game out there for the Wii U. True, if only. If only. Funny you say that. Devil Survivor was FE Persona before Tactica. I have heard of Devil Survivor, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. I only recognize the name. That's it. Oh, look, it's Vale. Ah, Vale. I wonder if she might have some big twist in the storyline. I shouldn't be too harsh. I actually kind of like Vale in a way. Okay, we'll gather up all this stuff. Then we might do a little bit of the Somniel, because we have access to a bunch of things now. Check Boucheron. What? Oh, to see if he cries about Etier. Okay. I mean, I know he does on the first chapter if she dies. I'll always remember what she did for us. Oh, she hit a Pegasus that then one-rounded her. Or Boosh. Oh, dog. I nearly forgot. Somniel is more comfy than the monastery, but the loading times are garbo. Aren't the loading times in Free Houses, like, massive? Like, am I just remembering it wrong? But I feel like the loading times in Free Houses were huge. At a Bundy, I agree. I'm not seeing any of a Bundy's messages, by the way. Is he being filtered? The loading times of Free Houses are horrible. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how I remember it. Engage fans when they see a stray dog. Send him to the mines. The dogs, they yearn for the mines. You need to mod a Bundy, shake my head. Yeah, I haven't seen... Oh, no, there he is. Oh, yeah, Devil Survivor. No, I'm just blind. I'm just blind. Oh! Delicious taint! Mmm, taint. Oh. Oh, I love taint. So, time for a bit of an argument. Should I use these items or not? They're not DLC. They're update bonuses. Thoughts? I just didn't say anything in a while. No, it's because I saw someone atting you, and I was like, I swear he's not said anything in a while. That's why I was confused. You need to taint to become a Grey Warden. Just use them. Oh, I'm liking the sound of this. I'm liking the sound of this very much. Because if we use things like this, we can mess around. The stat boosters are DLC. I don't have them. Really? I thought they were update bonuses like the well. They're in the game, so yeah, I'm seeing more use them than don't use them. Excellent. That's exactly what I want to see. And I'm going to proceed by probably not using them. I'm going to use them on Anna. Or at least some of them on Anna. Engage, but all the units are replaced by Bantu. That'd be funny. Why am I'm just running around aimlessly while I'm talking, by the way. I don't know why I was doing any of that. You can only use the boots if you give them to your general. But boots on a Lear, though. Oh, boots on a Lear sounds very good. Right, so let's just do this now, I remember. Empress hungers for the boots. What use does she get out of boots? Somi is banned, though. What, Somi's OP, is he? Well, when I grind out Wyvern riding, I won't have his assistance. Okay, time for the one point in the game where we'll make bond rings. And everyone can go, oh, gotcha! Gotcha and engage! Fire Emblem has fallen. I cannot believe they added this as a core mechanic. It's just like Heroes. Okay, what do we get? Strength and speed, speed and magic. Dex and speed, strength. We got some pretty good rings here. I might do one more. Just one more. One more catcher. One more roll. One more roll. Ira A. Perfect. Okay, nice. I like to do Sigurd because you're always rolling the potential for renewal. Because if you manage to get renewal, then Fram becomes completely insane. You could just chain guard repeatedly, healing off all the XP. I haven't done any bond rings since my first run. I mean, I like to get a few because they're useful now, and then they're also useful when you lose the rings in Chapter 11. But yeah, other than that, I won't be doing it again. So we can just stick some of these on people. I saw an Azel, he's really good. Magic and speed. I saw a good strength. There we go. Now, Louis probably doesn't need more defense. I mean, it's kind of funny and fitting to give him Arden, but probably better just to give him, like, speed strength. Or dex speed. That's probably better, actually. Or is there a luck? Did we get a luck one? We did not get a luck one. Time to roll again. Time to use all my bond fragments on getting the perfect bond ring. Okay, you can have Arden Boosh. Which unit do you want to XP max? Give them Celica for recover, plus giving... Yeah, I know. I've been doing recover. It's insanely good. I mean... If we're going to use Saline... Actually, defense might be good on Vander, seeing as we just use them to choke. We do not have defense, never mind. Recover plus on Vander. Everyone talks about Micaiah, but recover is busted. The thing with Micaiah is, I think a lot of people misunderstand Micaiah. It's not great sacrifice that is busted on Micaiah. It's mend. If you can damage 5 units and put them in a like cross and use mend on them, it does like more than like a level and a half. It's obscene. Okay, we can't do the arena. Right, so delicious taint. Oh my goodness, it's so yummy. Who do we want to give something to? Let's just go through what I might want. So, Seraph Robe, Spirit Dust, and possibly a Speedwing for Anna. I think save those for Anna. Maybe even the Goddess Icon. There's an argument for saving Goddess Icons for Ivy, but I think it's pointless because you may as well just give her a Luck Engrave. And then there's like this. I think Draco Shield Talisman on a Lear is probably a no-brainer. Why isn't there a graveyard? Yeah, that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I think that's just an obvious choice. It's an Iron Man, like. And there we have it. We've already started tainting. But I think for now, I might end the stream here. Because it's... I know we're only at chapter 5, but we did do it twice. So... I've had a lot of fun, though. I'm hopefully going to start doing these a bit more when I have the time. A Hall of Fame like XCOM? Yeah, exactly. That would be a nice touch. That would be a nice touch for sure. Sad? Yeah, I know. But I'm hopefully going to try and free up a bit more time to do some of these in the evenings. It's over. I know. And to be fair, anyone that caught my last stream, I was like, yeah, we'll be doing it soon. So like maybe like next week or something. 7 months go by. Thanks for the stream. Well, thanks for watching. I've enjoyed it. So I'll catch you guys next time. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.